Hey, Isaiah here at Lancaster County Marine, and I'm in our back showroom here. And today we're going to show you the world's first inflatable Eclipse right here. This is an inflatable stand-up pedal board built by Hobie. The engineering on this is it's just crazy, honestly. This company, they continue to be innovative all the time, and these engineers are so smart. So let's take a look at this new piece that just hit the market. We just received these at our store. This is in the seagrass color right here. It's the only color being built. The Mirage Eclipse 11. This board is made out of 550 denier PVC, and they use a diagonal drop stitch design to build this internally. This is unbelievably rigid. It's crazy how rigid this is, and the rigidity of it, you can actually inflate it up to 10 psi. So I want to give you a tour of the board, and then I'm going to explain to you what all comes with this board when you're purchasing it. So let's start here by looking at the back end. You have a rudder system on the back here. This rudder, you must deploy it by hand and retract it by hand. So before you step on the board, kick it down, and then you may step on and start to steer. We'll show you how that works. But the rudder is removable with the little red pin here. Pop that little pin out of the way, and the rudder comes off. So pretty cool. The rudder is also removable from the handlebars. That right handlebar actually slides off, has just a little pin that you depress, and there's little keepers on the front of the handlebar system and one on the board that allow you to keep it nice and nifty out of the way. So it's got that cabling has kind of a home position on the board. On the back here, you have a grab handle for picking this board up, and you have one on the front as well, bow and stern handles. Now, this board weighs in at 40 pounds fully rigged, and when you de-rig it, taking the rudder system, the drive system, and the handlebars off, you get down to 28 pounds. So very lightweight. You can inflate this board at home, toss it on the roof and strap it down and then go, or you can simply inflate it when you're at the water as well, if you want to do that. So a couple options there. By the way, all the inflatable Hobies come with a storage bag that you can collapse the board into for storage. Hobie has refined this now to make it easier to fit in the bags, because that has honestly been a complaint over the years. How do I get this back into the bag? So a couple things Hobie has done. On the manual pump that they give you, and by the way, they also give you an electric pump with it, so you can inflate it with the electric pump. However, the manual pump is always best to use to top it off to get it to your 10 psi, or this board I have around 6 psi. It's not even close to 10, but it's just very firm, so I'm happy with it. But if you're using the manual pump will now deflate as well. So when you get this board, and it's a single chamber on this, when you open this chamber up and deflate it like you would any other Hobie, you can now hook your manual pump up to it, put it into deflation mode, and suck the rest of the air out, which really does help you to compact it easier. Hobie's gonna give you directions here for how you fold this. It's on every one of these, they have a little direction panel showing you, okay, here's how this folds in initially. You fold it in from each end, fold it in from the sides, and then you fold it finally towards the middle to get it to compact. That's another thing that's important, is knowing how to do it. The last thing that they give you that's really smart is once you folded it up, they give you a strap that you can strap around it and really crank down and tighten it up, and that will suck it all together before you zip it up in the bag. So will it fit in the bag? Absolutely. I can guarantee it, because the bag is a little oversized because you've got to fit all the other gear inside the bag as well. So it's very impressive. Hobie did a great job on dealing with those issues that we've been having on inflatables over the years. Other features, let's get back to the board here. Other features that you've got rear bungees back here for cargo and gear. And by the way, this will accept, you could throw a Hobie H crate on here as well if you want to put some fishing features on, or, give yourself a little crate, you could say, to put gear in. And there is lash points here that are reliable that you can lash down to. In the center, you have center grab handles. And by the way, all around the center here, you have EVA deck padding all around right there. You also notice I had talked about those little keepers that you've got to keep that, sturdy and out of the way, to give it a home place. They've engineered a couple little ball sockets onto there, and there's one on the front of the handlebars here. Your drive system. This is the Hobie Mirage Drive GT for the Eclipse series, and that is removable. Hobie gives you a plug with this if you choose to plug the board and use a standard paddle with this. This board, by the way, measures in at 11 feet and has a width of 40 inches right there at the widest point. So it's a very stable design. When you step on this board, you won't have any feeling of getting tossed, and that some SUPs, you can have that feeling. I've done it before where you fall off in the water a bunch of times, and it's not as fun then. It still can be fun, but anyhow, that's how your Mirage Drive goes in. Just pops in, has two little releases to pull it out right there. Nice big surface area to the front here. You can see there's a lot of room. So folks that have small dogs they want to take along, or if you want to give a ride to a small child on this board, you have plenty of room for them to sit in front of you and get the coolest view on the water as you're giving them a ride around the lake. So that is a look at the new Eclipse I series. That's the inflatable Eclipse by Hobie right there. And these are available here at our store. We have about a dozen of them right now. So if you're interested in something like this, and knowing how the market's been, these boards will move very fast. So you'll want to reach out to our store. Our website is lcmboating.com. You can give us a call at our store as well, 717-859-1121, and speak to our sales department, and we can quote you out on shipping. Nice thing about these is these ship in a box, and they're already boxed up, ready to go, so we can get these out to you pretty quickly. Like, comment, and subscribe to this to our channel right here, and let me know, what do you think about this inflatable Hobie Eclipse right here? Thanks for watching.